Well, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone around the world. Welcome back to another Dead by Daylight episode featuring your girl Spirit, coming at you with a very spicy build today in the form of Face the Darkness, Pentimento, Plaything, and Gift of Pain. In today's build, we're going to be talking about Face the Darkness and how this build setup works very well with Spirit and Plaything, let alone aura reading. Because for those of you guys that don't know, if you're playing with a perk such as Floods of Rage, if a survivor gets unhooked while you are phasing, you cannot read that aura, correct? You got to come out of the phasing to see where the survivors are at. Well, with Face the Darkness, this is one of the few perks in the game in which you are able to read auras even though you are phased. If a survivor is outside your terror radius, they will scream revealing their location, right? Every 25 seconds, they will do this. Well, with Face the Darkness on top of Hex Plaything, if you hook a survivor, they become oblivious. So technically speaking, they are outside of your terror radius, right? With that being said, you will always get notifications with Face the Darkness. As long as this totem stays up, in which you have Gift of Pain to help you do so, let alone yourself to help you keep that totem up. Because if a survivor is injured and or hemorrhaging, mangled status, whatever, what happens? They're spending more time healing themselves up instead of looking for that totem, which is good in hindsight. A lot of teams and or survivors might not even care too much about Plaything, but if that's the case, that means you have no terror radius at all throughout the entire game. The only way they're going to be able to pay attention to you is your swooshing sound. And if you're running a mother-daughter ring and or baseball cap, or you're, relatively good spirit player, you will be able to sneak up on survivors before it's too late for most survivors to react and or know your next move. Then on top of that, with Pentimento, we all know what Pentimento does. If they break a totem, you relight it, you get benefits at the end of the day. But overall, let's dive into these games and have a good time. For the second build, we'll be subbing out one of these perks, which will be Gift of Pain. But overall, let's get into it. Alright, boys and girls, here we go. Diving into game number one, coming at you with Gift of Pain, Plaything, Pentimento, and Face the Darkness. Before we get into this one, I want to go ahead and tell everybody thank you very much for all the love and support in which we got on our Spirit Guide, let alone for the channel, which we actually are doing very well right now. It's all thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. Without y'all here, we would not be able to push out content as much as we do, and or I might just lose all wow, all right. Anyway, I might just lose all forms of enjoyment in Dead by Daylight if I didn't have my community here. I do appreciate you guys for sticking around, hanging out, coming in the Discord, chilling, playing other games out here in the community. It's a lot of fun. But overall, let's dive into this game and make this survivor have a very unfortunate time. Speaking of which, they might actually get this first gen. Excuse me, sir. Can you stop doing that? Thank you. We'll get her on the hook here. Gift of Pain might just snowball it in our favor. Ooh, that was pretty bad. Can't believe I did that. Alright. Bro, what are you up to? You should have just finished the gen and moved on with the day. Instead, you take another injury at a time like this. Crazy. We should be able to smack her as well. And he'll get the unhook. That's good. He soloed that gen by himself, let alone the main building gen's about to pop as well. We are in a predicament here. Guess we're making a trade. We'll down him as well. And then we'll go back and trade in which whoever unhooks this one. Come here, girlie. You did this to yourself. I need this play. Thank you. Alright, so Ada has her Plaything in the main building, I believe. Right? I have to see it. Give me a second. No, her Plaything's on the hill. Alright, fair enough. Face the Darkness is in the main building. By the lockers over there. When it does proc. Very well played. Definitely got me there. We'll let her go. I think her totem being on the other side of the map might be pretty good for us if we can play on this side and protect Ada's totem up here. Let alone keep these two from healing up. We'll go for her for now. What did you learn? So as long as she'll stay oblivious, we will constantly get notifications with Face the Darkness when we injure a survivor. We'll at least know where Ada is at all times. which is really, really solid. Our totem is still up. He's not on this side of the map, unfortunately. I don't know which way he went to. They did get the main building gen, and they're trying to heal up here, which is pretty good for me. We have not hooked him yet, so that sucks. Go use that medkit for me. She's running off here to Shack. We can't let her have this for free. Come here, buddy. Now, the good side with Plaything, as a spirit player here, some people may not see this as, you know, like super useful, but here's the thing. With your husk, considering your husk transmits a terror radius, when every survivor is already, you know, oblivious to you, they don't hear anything else other than your swooshing sound pretty much all game. Every time you phase, only thing they hear is swooshing noise. And if you're coming across the map and you cut off a survivor with mother-daughter ring, baseball cap, or what have you, or you're just super sneaky about it, it's going to put you in a very, 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 very good situation. Hence where we were able to stop her from going for the hook here, and that got us a free death on hook. Oh, wait, buddy. So he actually popped his totem, which is cool with me. How you going to play this? We'll break the pallet. It's fine. All right, make your move. Is she going to die if you don't hurry up? Thank you. We'll take the injury and go after him here. Hold on. Good try, bud. Well played. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Now, considering we did injure Francis, right? Every survivor here will give us notifications with Face the Darkness. And remember, she's already oblivious to me. But it might not do so good here, considering we already know where she's at. But we also have no terror radius. Goodness, every game, I swear. It's always one survivor that does it. Hey, see? Look at that. It's pretty good. Alright, so she's dead. We will rekindle this totem here. And now we'll go stop this healing if we're able to. They gotta be on the other side of the map here. Friend. Sweet. Hey, buddy. You come here often. Oh, wait. Now remember, we have not hooked this one, so he does not have Oblivious status effect. This one also still does have Oblivious status effect, by the way. He didn't pop his totem, which I can't complain about. Thank you. So his is over there in the, what do you call it, the shack right now. Good job, good job. Well played. Well played. I'll wait. I don't want to break this pallet just yet. I want to see which way he was going to head off to. Alright. Well, this game's pretty much done at the end of the day. Not so bad. Well, we will be diving into game number 2 and change up this build slightly. Depending on what the lobby pans out to be, what items they bring. So you guys should already know what perk we're going to be changing here for Franklin's Demise. Which, with this build, is pretty devastating when you play it right, considering now they can't heal up entirely, and now they can't rush down generators because no toolboxes, no medkits. But overall, let's get into it. Alright, boys and girls, here we go. Diving into game number 2. Coming at you with the exact same build as last time, except for this time around, we're playing with Franklin's Demise instead of Gift of Pain, in which we are still bringing Plaything, Pentimento, and Face the Darkness, which are the core of this item build, or this perk build. Now, personally, I have done other Pentimento builds in the past, be that Hex Retribution with Thrill of the Hunt, Hex Plaything, and Pentimento. Considering we have Face the Darkness now, it changes up the variants in what builds you can do, which builds are really, really good. With Hex Plaything, I think Face the Darkness goes hand in hand, because you always have an option of having Aura Read, as long as a survivor is what? Oblivious. Which you should be able to keep at least 1 or 2 survivors oblivious throughout a game. And if you're able to, you always know where they're at, as long as Face the Darkness stays up. Considering they're going to constantly scream, being outside your terror radius, which is really, really good. The reason why we subbed out here with Franklin's Demise is because I want to show you guys how good Franklin's Demise can be in a game such as, you know, Dead by Daylight, when they don't have items. With the medkit changes and the healing and all that sort of thing, survivors typically bring medkits anyhow, but now healing is so vital, and if you can't do it, especially playing with a build like this, it can be pretty terrifying when you don't know where Spirit's coming from. Give me that flashlight. Thank you. You don't need it. Now, you will play against teams in which don't really care about being oblivious, as Spirit or any other killer, for instance. But being that you can get from point A to point B really, really fast with Spirit, that's what Mother-Daughter Ring and or the Sports Cap doesn't matter. They will never know where you're coming from unless you're right on top of them. And sometimes it's a little too late for them to react, considering all they hear is just a swooshing noise, right? We'll make the trade, that's fine. We'll take 2 survivors here with Pentimento. Or, sorry, with Plaything. Hers is in Shack. Where's yours gonna pop off at? Terrible place, actually, to be fair. Well, that's okay. She knows hers is here. But if we down her one more time, we can let her lay out, slug her out for a second, right? And her aura would disappear when it comes to the totem here. We're chilling. Plaything's pretty good, boys and girls. So as long as she stays on that ground, she will lose the aura read to wherever her totem is at when she's nearby. And if she doesn't pop that totem, guess what? What happens? She always will be oblivious. There we go. And we also know where Dwight's at, be it because Face the Darkness. He's outside of our terror range, being on the other side of the map, or was on the other side of the map. So we know he's probably going to go towards the hook here, because that would be the play. Here he is. Come here, buddy. I see you. She's on stage 2. You literally have one option here. You have to go for the trade. Otherwise, she dies. What a good guy. So we'll get the unhook. We're going to go for her immediately. Otherwise, if we hook him, we won't have time to stop her from getting the pickup and or the reset here. That's fine. She just kept it moving. Thankfully, considering Oblivious status effect, she had no idea where I was at or what I was doing. Nice job. Excuse me. That's right, go about your day, it's fine. Thanks for playing, appreciate you. It was a fun game. Get you on that stage 2. Oh, she's going for him, that's fine then. We'll get her hooked up. Sorry, girly. You did great. Well played. For the amount of work you did get to do. They kind of left you on stage 1 all game, unfortunately. I mean, we played it well, so they really didn't have too many choices there. Bro, you're not even oblivious. What are you doing? Crazy. Let's go to the white. Alright, stage 1 from him, and his totem was on the other side of the map. That sucks for him. Because he'll probably not be over there anytime soon, so he will be oblivious the rest of this game. I know y'all heard that. Where'd she go, though? That was weird. It sounded like she was like right on top of me. Bro, I don't care about you. Come here, Chiquita. I'll wait. Got him. Thanks for playing. You did well. You had fun. That's all that matters. 2 survivors to go. Ooh. Oblivious is quite good, isn't it? Let's see how she wants to play this. She's probably inside if I had to guess, because the scratch marks kind of just went out and came back in. She's got to be upstairs here. this, and then we'll go look. Well played. But considering you're also oblivious to me, nice balance landing. It's all over. We're chilling. Thank you. But overall, it was a very, very fun time. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this sort of build. Let alone, let me know how it does for you down there in your games. Just be a little bit mindful when it comes to playing Spirit. Again, with Oblivious status effects, you do not hide your swooshing sound or that little audible cue in which you have when you're phasing. You only hide your terror radius. But considering you are playing Spirit, you can kind of get from point A to point B relatively quickly, which doesn't give survivors a lot of time to react to you, which is really, really good. But overall, this has been Pawse Plays. Remember, boys and girls, smash that like button. It helps me out a ton. It really pushes my content. Let's get it out. Remember to subscribe for future content when it comes to Spirit. I will catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there. I'll see y'all later.